comes part 2 of chapter 1. Last one I finished was I said, "You hold the key." Oh, I didn't finish. Let me see. The next poem is "The Crying Voice." This is chapter 1, part 2. Again, "The Crying Voice." All accomplices in our press, all playing a part in this mess, all failing to act, all misrepresenting the facts. One you should all receive, they all forgotten Paul Revere, crying loud so all could hear. All the words you speak, all these words are weak. Dare tell all the true desire you seek. Dare tell all, make striver unique. We are all yet not awake. We all know it is yet not too late. Our eyes are all now glistening. Our ears are all now listening. Can you all not see all one petitioning? Can you all not hear all one soliciting? The Crying Voice. Now I wrote these things, and again, when I go back and read them, sometimes I think to myself, what was I thinking? Where was I at? And to be honest, I can't tell you. Even though it's been years, I still learn from them when I go back and read them. Anyway, okay, continue. This is the line in the sand. The line in the sand. Dawn is the line in the sand. Yes, our time is at hand. Out across this land, 'tis the hour of our final stand. From sea to shining sea, the cry of freedom calls upon thee. Standing upon feet at liberty's tree, all are joined in unity. We all must pay the price. We all have thought this twice. Protectors of life's full spice, we endured and sacrifice. Rebels in power, they expect us to cower, yet we are the tower, the real superpower. Serve a limited term, words out of concern. Far late for you to learn what causes us to yearn. We have begun to awake. There is no avoiding this quake. Choose not to forsake. Choose not to remake. That's the line in the sand, people. That continues on with, they will be driven out. Let there be no doubt. Hardy and stout, we would take away their clout. Dare they not see one clue? When all began to stew, feeling the wind as it blew, patriots to the end, this is true. Rebels act like devils, no longer evil bedfellows, creating civil upheavals, using they illegals. The cause for just backlashes, after some clashes, no longer under lashes, we rise from the ashes. Though our numbers are few, we will begin new. That's the line of the saying, folks. There is a coming of a season. It has come to me no surprise, to be no surprise. The lies told in disguise, unfolding right before your eyes, and this, as the mistrust in people grows, an army is built to dispose. From those whom we elect and trust, now at the point of utter disgust, they finally reveal their true lust. No longer can we deny, reason we must now apply. For it is the coming of the season for that which we will call this treason. Wow, that's the coming of a season. Again, I wrote this book and published in 2011. The majority of these poems were wrote between 2005 and 2009. So take it for what it is, folks. I'm being thrown off here because I'm seeing things again just from reading these words. So anyway, an option there yet may be. This is the next poem. Those corporate fat cats taking us for saps as they toss us their scraps. Is it not the same as a slap? Slaps. Here's what I confess. Having a SS, realize you have been blessed. The people do not depress. Treating us like bitches. Move beyond your riches. Be the one that switches. Create new stitches. Eliminate the need, those feelings of greed. With you I plead, plant a new seed. I think that was the option. Maybe. A cry for humanity. What for is this insanity that in which grips all humanity? Oh, for one to scream such profanity, wrecking recognizing all is just vanity, a true altruism of the soul is for one to forever remain bold. Humanity should not remain to be sold, a book that is yet to be foretold. No, it's just to take that back. It says humanity should not remain to be so cold, a book that yet to be foretold. The sharing of brotherly love, this true understanding of heaven above, an understanding not by force or shove, this true friendship in which I speak of. I speak of one with compassion, praying one day it shall be the fashion. These words I speak now with passion, praying one day that all will ration. Sensing all shall come to embrace, in his championship we all invoke the chase. Oh, what shall we make in its place? The true benevolence of his one true grace. I cry to all for personal veracity, escaping all materialism with capacity, enduring all in mind to eat tenacity, the fighting and fallacy, all the mendacity. That's a cry for humanity, folks. Wow. Okay. For humanity's fall, they listen to their own voices while speaking of hard choices. Why have they still yet to learn, limit their term for all those concerned? Giving someone else a turn, either way we will burn. All will continue, all will come to rest in turn, from lashes to ashes, from fascists with caches, capitalism to socialism, claiming humanitarianism. That's for humanity's fall. Our outrage grows. Oh, how you ignore the people's roar, leading us to war. This evening the score. History has shown, you should have known. Our nation's no clone. Begin to hear our own. There are those who endorse the choosing of this course, resorting to enforce, starting their own remorse. A thing of mythology, your own ideology. What is the doxology? This the psychology. What gives ye the right? As they scheme at night, believing they have might, as they continue to rewrite, making their commands, overlooking our demands. Power always will change hands. All do stand to understand. Stop greasing your palm, start reading your psalm. Keep the country calm, pilot away from harm. Path they choose, hear the words I compose. The public now knows our outrage outgrows. That's outrage grows. Now the crusade. Before the next decade fades, they would bring a crusade, befalling many by the blade, by many way of getting paid. The coming of this coup, some would say it was well overdue. Speaking in words to you, here's yet another view. All trying to attain, each fighting in vain, all trying to rule this domain. So what of this reign? There has been enough tattle. Have all not heard the rattle? Not all agreed, united by prattle. All shall bear witness to slaughtering cattle. Will of thee thy new decree, the answer for all in each you see. Victory in he who hears thy plea, victory in he who determines dies free. That's the crusade. An arming of the people. Postscript for all oppression, the answering for all transgression, abandoning all discretion, causing to all a secession. They start by robbing the stores, tools needed for their chores. The breaking down of doors, one does not hear if he snores. Words, what do they mean? All have yet not seen. All have yet to see the smoke screen. Most still continue their routine, advancing upon all is reform, going beyond all the norm. The efforts to all must transform. The conclusion to all in this storm, in truth to all is scared. In truth some will is to be charred. In truth, no matter how hard, in truth we will all stand as guard. That's an army of the people. The circling of vultures. Look up to the sky, see them as they fly. soaring not so high, you can look them in the eye. The heavens become black. Behold how they ransack. We are just a snack. Here comes the attack. They set the world ablaze, feeding in a craze, changing our ways. This is how it plays. Praise the cause. They made their own laws, filling their claws without even a pause. Before you fill with dread, know you they are dead. Sickness has spread. A tough road lies ahead. It will soon be clear. They are setting up a new sphere. As you drink your beer, they speak in your ear. That's Circling of Fortress. The summoning of the three. How can one? How can all not agree that the summoning of these three was not done by some degree, by a few others earlier decreed? Washington, away they go. The truth they scream to know. Prove to us that you don't know. Prove to us that you are not a foe. All understand how they feel. All supposed to heal. All are supposed to heal. All have a choice to turn the wheel. All results in death or life's seal. Better to stand with he, all united as history. Even if all shall lose both knee, all shall indeed be free. Life will does so command. All have individual demand. Everything does not always go as planned. All do not receive his brand. So that's the summing of the three. It means more now to me. Believe me, it does. Anyway, a dichotomy in all that has been born. Oh, I'm sorry. This is what we titled. This one is what was once one is now two. Interesting, though. A dichotomy in all has been born, not created by all in scorn. Nonetheless, all are torn. A country, all divided in part. A bounty of all the words depart. A foundry of all of well-made tarts. The signal to all that they debase. Through the card they call race. The freedom of all they shall erase. Bipartisanship for all to divide. Bipartisanship setting all to collide. A relationship to all affecting worldwide. Again, that's what was once is now two. The act of repealing. As the people speak of revoking, they begin their invoking. Later the lady begins its smoking. They must have thought we were joking. What they have chosen to enact, forcing we the people to react. Even though the deck has been stacked, we the people will withstand the attack. How will those who gaffer defend against all who are bound to contend? Or will they no longer shall amend? The choice of all is their will to extend. By our own executive order, we all shall enter disorder, taking the world to the border. This they're attempting to reorder. Believing they alone are valid, speaking amazingly in ballad. While we all scream in ballad, their address is nothing but palate. Do not speak of an unreal repellability. We know the legit ability. Respond with hostility, having lost their senility. That's the repealing of the act. I had lunch. Oh, no, it was called Taking Your Lumps. I had posted this one on Poetry Super Well down on Facebook a while back. Taking your lumps. I had a hunch, taking us for chumps. You look rather plump for stealing my lunch. You created this bill? Yeah, a poison pill, one meant to kill for your own bank bill. If your health is quite well, then you won't go to jail. If it should fail, then your coffin they will nail. Those that had served, you really had the nerve. Soon you will observe the strength of our reserve. You are the one that dumps, thinking he trumps. We are the one who bumps, leaving you with lumps. That's taking your lumps, people. Next is radicals and rebels. The iconoclasts annihilate the latter. The progressives are here to shatter. You leftists, to none of thus matters. You reformers do blood splatters. Sorry. Denouncing the account of what has been, eloquently arranging your spin, claiming there is no such sin, signifying your intent to win. A non-believer who refuses to see, a developer who hacks at the tree, the instigator smiles with glee, dogmatics, denying we are free. Revisionists with their own certainty, dividing all by our ethnicity. Partisans all bringing publicity, ringleaders to all duplicity. The demonstrator of atrocity, the subversists display their veracity, viscosity. Utilitarists have no curiosity. Heretics using your ferocity. The insurrectionists will say it's revolt. The nihilists act after receiving a jolt. Militants continue to use their bolts. The zealots sound the charging colts. That's Radicals and Rumble, people. Okay, we're a few more poems to go. We'll finish up chapter 2. This one's called Against the People's Will. Most certainly not one of the mill. Deciding can be such a thrill, though not what it leads to kill, the executing of one's free will, the executing of one's free will. It is one's attempt to effect the path in life one selects, resulting not always in what one expects, determining the path one thinks correct. The purpose has been carried out. From time to time we'd rather not tout. Perchance it is leaving us not so stout, a choosing of a particular route. On the other hand, we begin to perceive the thoughts one commences to weave. In truth, they become those that one believes are the ones who one's soul achieves, are the ones one's soul. An animal of a particular kind is what they would like to define, an attempt in keeping us blind. You see, we are all part of mankind. We hail from the same community, born, none are exempt from impunity. Yet we all possess a unique opportunity, the potential for ultimate unity. Excuse me. Understanding that no one particular group shall stand on top of the coop. Life shall always run its particular loop. They who fail to understand shall always get the boot. An alliance that is always intact, the principle faces a constant attack. This principle faces a constant attack. When solely meant to distract the true history of our unique compact. The desire of the masses, that there be no classes, all dream of greener grasses, all awaiting as the time surpasses. Awaiting certain verification, awaiting certain verberification, the anointing of a new foundation, leading all into formation, as is a design of I am, he, the one of creation. Those of the detriment proletariat are those whom are appointed to inherit it. All are meant to carry and assess it. All the populace are called into duty by it. Confusing there, but again, that's against the people's will. Now, what he will not allow. Okay, one more, and we're done with chapter 2. What he will not allow. Misters, who do you think you are? Someone seemingly so bizarre, believing they are the one unique star. All should worship from afar. With the upper hand they used as plow, expecting us all to continue to bow. Oh, to this we all say to them now. Freedom until death we all do vow. Executing whomever you can, fulfilling the ultimate authoritative plan, placing all in one grand frying pan, thusly the world of man. Takes not a master sleuth, we all can discover this truth. We know they poison our youth well before they enter the booth. Many continue to ask, what shall you do? Many will move into task. When begins your coup? We all come to stand against you. Where shall your nefarious on all spew? We will display to all their avail, no longer covered by their veil. We all finally refuse to hail. We all no longer shall be in their jail. We all no longer shall be in their jail. Wow. That is what we will not allow. Are. Even if force has to be a source, resulting in much discourse, we must change this course. You too all I employ, This gives no particular joy. But I will not longer be coy. She said, but it should have been, I will no longer be coy. My words to thee, we will stay free. Better end your spree. What do you think? Who do you think you are, judging from afar? Time to raise the bar. We want no czar. You and your arrogance. Has become a liability, the displacing of one's credibility, or is it a disability, one due from our own gullibility? Maybe it's just one's disdain, the reason for their particular campaign, believing this world is not to blame, awakening all that they are not the same, showing that they have become negligent by setting up new precedents. Are they even a resident we can call heaven sent? Maybe it's just pride, being a perversion their hide. We all know it has to be the hide upon which they all ride. One must put it blunt, they delineate a false front. As they pull their stunt, all should shunt. You and your arrogance. Do you feel something in the air? Sometimes something isn't quite humanly right. These conditions of humanly blight, these feelings of humanly fright, they take all humanly might. These feelings of human frustration, causing such human sensation, giving birth to human dedication, be free of human domination. Having nothing much, remain there. Impressions of human only one can bear. All whom are human want none of this affair. All know what is inhuman is in the air. It seems so humanly all clear, but yet still humanly all fear. Within the inhumanity of coming year, something humanly to all will appear. That is, do you feel something in the air? And that completes chapter 2. I hope you stay with me and listen to all that. Again, I just got more messages in there, some confirmations on some of the poems that I've recently been writing. So I'm a little thrown off now, but I'll get to that later. So that's completes chapter 1. I'll be back with chapter 2. Until then, peace and many blessings to the world and to all of you. Thanks for watching. For those who seek to know, subscribe. Keep me doing this. Take care. Bye-bye.